Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys, I'm glad you're breaking in right now. Or I'm breaking in on you. I hate to say that. We have breaking news, though, I should say, and we are live. We have a very serious situation, and we've been watching very closely about these two different explosions in two different nuclear facilities in Iran, trying to figure out who caused it or what happened. Our first reports were, of course, that the gas tank exploded, but now that's been confirmed, has been totally confirmed, that there was a missile exploded in the Parchan nuclear facility, and my friend, the world confirmed that, as well as several major news sites. But now we're finding out that we have a problem, and that problem has to do with another nuclear facility in Iran called the Nance nuclear facility has also been hit with a cyber attack. So now we're looking to see who did it, and the reports coming out, Sputnik and other reports, that Israel has done both of these attacks, that Israel has attacked Iran, both of their different nuclear facilities. Guys, the Middle East about ready to blow sky high on July 3rd, 2020. Tomorrow, of course, July 4th, will be the blood moon. It'll be a partial blood moon. It'll be about half of the moon will be blood red. The other half is probably silver. And that's going over top of the United States. And this whole thing is starting to blow sky high right now. Can I put a shout out, if I can, to noblegoldinvestment.com? That's www.noblegoldinvestment.com. Actually, these guys over at Noble Gold have done a great job. They have, they're realizing that we're in a change of atmosphere for sure. You know, we all need some cheering up at the moment, and what better way to do that than the 4th of July? And always great to let your hair down, enjoy yourself, but what if you could extend the 4th of July and make the rest of your life a celebration based on what you did this year? You think that's far-fetched? No. Well, what if your financial worries right now could just go away? What if you could get real money away from the risky stock market and put it in your own retirement account? Gold is up 16% so far this year. The Dow is down by 10%. And Noble Gold Investment, of course, can help you celebrate this July in style. They've even got this beautiful, rare American, the beautiful silver coin. It's 5 ounces. It's gorgeous. I've been showing it in the last few videos. And with any qualified IRA account, you can receive one of those coins for free. It's 5 ounces of pure silver. This limited edition silver coin is beautiful, and it's one of the most beautiful coins ever made for America. And you can have it for free. It has a value of $150. You want to make sure that you tell Noble Gold that Paul Begley sent you. Matter of fact, pick up the phone and call Colin Plume or one of his associates at 877-646-5347. That's 877-646-5347. And get the ball rolling this month of July. Again, that's www.noblegoldinvestments.com. Noblegoldinvestments.com, 877-646-5347. Tell them Pastor Paul Begley sent you. It's a beautiful coin. I've showed it to you 5 or 6 times, and I want you to have it for free, okay? All right, guys. Now, here's what's going on. Tonight, I'm going to be a guest on Clyde Lewis's Ground Zero radio broadcast. I'll be going on at 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 11 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be on a couple hours with Clyde Lewis at 11 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about the blood, zero, earth, and sky. Blood moon. There's going to be different prophecies as it relates to possibly George Floyd and what happened in Minnesota. Also, there's even some Nostradamus quatrains we're going to look at, other prophetic events taking place in the Bible, including the number of 666 that is made up in the DNA of mankind, which might be partly how we know that the number of man is 666, but really we're talking about the identification of the Antichrist. All of that tonight. It's going to be a powerful program. I'll be live on the air, on radio, with Clyde Lewis on Ground Zero. I'll put his link in the description below so that you can click on it and go and be able to listen to that live broadcast. He's on 300 radio stations across the country. I know you people in Birmingham, Alabama, you love Clyde Lewis, and you listen to him all the time. But he's on a lot of cities, 350 radio stations across the nation. I'll be live as his guest. Now, let me tell you what's going on in the Middle East. And Israel's F-35 fighter jets that they bought from the United States, they hit one of the nuclear facilities with the fighter jets. The other one, they used a cyber attack. And both of these attacks were successful and created explosions at the Iranian military complex. Did not cause nuclear explosions, but it did damage to the nuclear components that is going to slow Iran way down in making nuclear bombs. The Iran Atomic Energy Organization said that the Nanits nuclear enrichment facility is operating, but the reactor was not damaged in the explosion, and there are no casualties, they're saying. But the Kuwaiti Daily News has quoted unnamed senior sources as saying that Israel was allegedly behind last week's explosion at the Iran Parchin military complex, and that the blast at the Nanits nuclear site last night was also done by the Israeli military. Israeli government officials, though, have refused to comment about this matter yet. The Jewish state has repeatedly accused Iran of supporting terrorism groups such as Hezbollah and Hamas, and that's because they do support them. And they also said Iran is waging a proxy wars in countries like Syria, which could pose a threat to Israel's security. What? This is so true. Iran, which refuses to recognize Israel's right to exist, denies these charges, saying that there are only Iranian military advisors in Syria. But we know that's not true. We know that Israel has hit Iranian outposts and military convoys and components repeatedly in Syria. But sources claim that the Parchin nuclear incident was a result of an airstrike. So it wasn't a gas explosion like we were first told. It was definitely a missile hit, causing that bright orange glow that Mike from around the world quickly identified. But Mike didn't tell us who did it. Mike knew, but he didn't say. He couldn't say. He can't reveal that information. But we are now finding out that it was F-35 fighter jets, stealth jets that Israel has, just like we have. Israel went in there and hit that plant with some attacks. And according to sources, the blast resulted in Iran losing more than 80% of their UF6 uranium hexafluoride gas. Its reserves, something that may significantly slow them down in their drive for enrichment uranium. Now, for weapons grade. The claims came after the New York Times reported, citing an unnamed Middle East intelligence officer as well. Nanit's blast was caused by an explosive device planted inside the facility that was detonated by a cyber attack. The officials asserted that the explosion destroyed much of the above-ground parts of the Nanit's facility, where cutting-edge uranium enrichment centrifuges had been placed before being put into operation. So somebody got into that plant, no doubt Mossad, pretending to be nuclear employees of Iran, and planted a bomb device in there, and then that bomb was detonated by a cyber attack by Israel. Now, the Nance incident took place 6 days after the blast at the Parchin military complex, which is located just 18 miles outside the Iranian capital in Tehran, Iran. Authorities insisted the explosion was a result of a leaking gas tanks, but we all know better than that. In what came in reports about satellite photographs showing that the blast occurred at a nearby missile production facility. The Nanets plant, in turn, remains Iran's primary uranium processing facility, located 270 kilometers or 155 miles south of Tehran, Iran. These two explosions came after Iran began moving away from its uranium enrichment commitments in May of 2019 in retaliation for President Trump's administration's decision in 2018 to unilaterally withdraw from the 2015 Iran nuclear deal known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action by Barack Hussein Obama and the other nations, 6 nations that put this deal together with Iran. Despite its promise to suspend their obligations, Iran has repeatedly stressed that it has no goal of manufacturing nuclear weapons. But the truth is they have been working feverishly to enrich uranium program to weapons grade. And so Israel keeps using these attacks to cripple Iran's ability to make nuclear weapons. Meanwhile, Israel continues to make strikes in Syria, where anywhere Iran tries to set up military outpost facilities where missiles and rockets could be launched into Israel. Also, Israel continues to blow away any kind of convoy or anyone that's trying to ship missiles into southern Lebanon to Hezbollah, or anyone trying to get missiles into Hamas and Gaza. Obviously, Israel is not going to just sit there and let the world build up all around them and attack them all at once. They keep staying on top of it. The Trump administration, absolutely, that's a great question. Someone just asked a great question. They said, I wonder if the Trump knew beforehand. I guarantee he did. I guarantee he knew, and I guarantee he said, go for it. That's pretty well a standing order now, that Israel can go ahead and do whatever they need to do to keep pushing Iran back. Now, they can't go in there and drop a nuke on Iran. They could, they have them, but they're not going to. They cannot do that without clearing that with the United States. And the United States is not going to bless a nuclear attack on Iran and the damage and the loss of life that would cause. But certainly what America will do and has been doing is giving Israel the green light to continue to blow up these Iranian outposts, or to go in there and cripple their nuclear capabilities by doing an airstrike like they did, precision airstrike. They knew exactly where they wanted to hit there, and also planting a bomb inside the plant and then using a cyber attack to detonate it. This is unbelievable. Guys, you have to understand, these are the things that Mike Around the World talks about when I have him on Thursday night. These are the things that I've been talking to Agent RC about, Agent X about, and others that are very much in the know, that the United States is standing very strong with Israel, and Israel is not going to sit there and wait for Iran to come. But this is also a reason why now Vladimir Putin and Turkey's President Erdogan and Iran's President Hassan Rouhani, why they had that video conference yesterday. The reason they had this conference is because they know Israel's on to them. Israel's got intelligence. Israel's watching very closely what's going on. And that's why we're getting closer to Gog and Magog, guys. We're getting closer to Gog and Magog. We're getting closer to Gog and Magog, way closer than what we realize. Now, we're going to have a blood moon tomorrow night. Certainly an omen of war, a sign in the heavens. And Clyde, tonight I'll be a guest on Clyde Lewis's show on the radio called Ground Zero. And we're going to be talking about the blood moon, wars, rumors of wars, Planet X, a lot of different things during this time. Water turning blood red in China and Myanmar. We're going to be talking about blood rain because there is this iron oxide, this dust that's been coming out of the heavens. We're going to be discussing that tonight. I just looked at his 6 pages that he has prepared for this broadcast. It's quite extraordinary. Even going to look at some of Nostradamus's quatrains. But he also has a thing that I really found a little bit interesting. I'm going to read it. He says this: Carbon 12 is one of 5 elements in the human DNA that's composed of 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons. So there's 5 elements in the human DNA, and one of those is carbon 12, and it's made up of 6 protons, 6 electrons, and 6 neutrons, which equates to 666. Carbon 12 is the most abundant of the 2 stable isotopes of the element carbon, accounting for 98.89% of the carbon. Its abundance is due to the triple alpha process by which it is created in the stars. And as Carl Sagan had once said, we're made of star stuff. Yeah, well, we are. We're made of the dust of the ground, but the dust of the ground is made of the dust that falls from the cosmos. And this is proven scientifically. So when you take 666 of the carbon is combined with elements above and mixed with the light, we get RNA and DNA. The light spoken of by the alchemist. Well, also we know that we're made of the light, we're made of the image of God, okay? This magical or God-given chemical code is the very code of all life, and of course it is the number of man. 6 neutrons, 6 protons, 6 electrons, or 666. Now, just because man's number is 6 and God's number is 7 doesn't mean that we're all the Antichrist. Obviously, no. What we're looking for is 666 could represent many possible scenarios or conspiracies, but the truth is this number was passed down to us for the apocalypse to help us identify the beast, the man, the beast man, with the mathematical number of 666. This was God's way of saying to us, look for the Antichrist man. Who is he? Quite interesting. Even Nostradamus predicted in the year 2020 that there would be blood rain falling upon the earth. Okay, so that's just interesting. Okay, anyway, we'll talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of Bible prophecy, and a lot of other things tonight. I'll be a guest on Clyde Lewis's Ground Zero broadcast starting at 11 p.m. Eastern. 11 p.m. Eastern tonight. Are you serious? Thank God President Trump stands with Israel. You're right. Thank God we as Christians stand with the nation of Israel. And it's good because by doing that, we are blessed and will continue to be and highly favored. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time. I'll put the link below to Clyde Lewis's program tonight. And also, by the way, just so some of you may not know, we do have MegaQuake 2020 in. It is here. We're shipping them everywhere. People are buying them all over the world now. Just shipped some to Australia, some to the UK, some to New Zealand, some went to Canada. All over the United States, people are getting their copies of the 8 DVDs that make up MegaQuake 2020. Steve Quayle, John Moore, Gil Brazard, Bishop Larry Ragland, all right, Clyde Lewis, Heidi Begley and the Little Green File, Mike from Around the World, Pastor Paul Begley, and plus 2 praise and worship songs by Sandy Ragland. What a great DVD. What a great conference. You need your own personal copy of this. Get it tonight. It's at my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. And if you've not gotten Blood Moon and Prophetic Signs, you need to get this DVD. It is powerful. I want to ship it to you. Please get your order in today. And order Aliens, AI, and the Antichrist. Get your ticket now, folks. We're living in the last days, and it's coming fast. It's coming faster than I thought. Are you serious? There's a blood moon tomorrow night on the 4th of July in the midnight hour. AI, Illuminati. It's coming, folks. Are you serious? Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Susan, thank you. Susan said, I'm going to put the link to Ground Zero. Put it in there, Susan, right now before I close this broadcast. Do it right now. And I'll also put it in the description below. Susan's going to put it in. And Susan, I hope your husband's doing good. I hope Bill's doing good. We've been praying for him. Oh, you don't have it. Okay. All right. God bless. I'll put it in the description below. Susan, put it in the comments below. Thank you. God bless, guys. Are you serious?